Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus. Today we are going to be playing against MooGoblin and I like what I'm seeing. So it looks like they are actually playing the Jane Moon damage team. It's this support musketeer. We've seen a lot of this before. This musketeer goes absolutely ham with the brass bugle clearing stress and with the tincture of Iodine doing some crazy stuff. Of course, you also have a Hireman for those riposts and kind of like as a support finisher, and then you have this standard Crusader and Bounty Hunter frontline. Quite some nice stuff. We will have something a little bit different. We are going to be playing the WD comp, you know, the one and only, the World Domination team. And how is the World Domination team going to start its match? Well, there's a few ways we can start our match, but I think the correct way is gonna be with a pull on that musketeer. I don't think we will actually do too well if we let this match go on for too long compared to my opponent. Not only because he just dropped caltrops, I mean, I could do the same thing, but I don't think it will go too well because the Hireman kind of excels in a long-lasting match, and this musketeer has a lot more healing than what my Arbalest does. So I think that I'll be better off just making this match a little bit faster like this. There's gonna be a double move back from that muskie, so I'm gonna have to think pretty hard on what I actually want to do right now. And after a very long thought process of not actually that long, but just enough, I'm gonna decide to go for a stun on this Crusader because that's always the right play. You get a stun on the Crusader, this Musketeer doesn't have Rallying Flare, she also doesn't have her action, and the thing is, Rallying Flare would be... oh, Illuminating Flare, sorry. Illuminating Flare would be really good here because you can clear the mark and the stun, but of course, they're playing a Musketeer, they're not playing WD with an Arbalest. So wow, okay, that's gonna be a wicked slice. Let me tell you, that wasn't even a 100% hit chance. That hit chance right there was a 75, and they just get a crit out of it because, well, such is the way of the Butcher Circus. You should know that already, Shep. I should really know that already. We're just gonna transform. We're gonna go for not a move, please. We're gonna go for a move on the enemy team. We're gonna go for a slam with that Bounty Hunter. We do have the Red Tiara's Net and the Brass Knuckles, so we have some very decent versatility in terms of what we actually want to do with our Abomination. But being down at 10 HP is definitely not grand. We're gonna go for 19 to 34, and not quite enough. Not a crit either, so 44% crit chance. We don't take it. The Hireman just takes his what is it, like 17%? I don't know. I'm not going to complain too much about it. There's going to be a buckshot right here, putting that Musketeer back in a position she enjoys, and my Abomination in a position where he doesn't really enjoy all that much, I'm going to have to say. But we do have a lot of healing characters, so it's not the end of the world for us. I think that the play right now is going to be to just drop another sniper shot onto that Musketeer. And now we get the crit, and then we'll see what how we take it from there, because I think that the play is going to be to go for another come hither with the Bounty Hunter or something like that. Of course, that MooGoblin always goes first because he went first round 1, so that's not going to be too great, but we'll just have to try and adapt to it, really. I think that's going to have to be our play here. First things first, I think I'm actually just gonna pull the Musketeer again. There's a lot of things I could go for. I think stunning the Crusader right now would be a potential misplay, because after you stun the Crusader, you get Duelist Advanced, and then you de-transform and heal, but then there's a finish him for your entire health bar. And then you could go for the pull, but by that time it might be a little bit too late, so the Crusader action goes away, but like this, it's better. It's better because the enemy Bounty Hunter will be largely useless, and of course that's nice. Wow, crit number 2, Electric Boogaloo. We are gonna respond with, sadly not a stun on the Musketeer. That would have been, actually no, a stun on the Musketeer. Yeah, a stun on the Musketeer for sure. We're gonna de-transform here, and we're gonna go for that stun while we can. And since Caltrops has already been dropped, we don't have to worry too much about our Abomination dying here. That crit can be very, very useful because that plus damage is going to matter if we act again with this Abomination. So now he's going to have plus 45, and if he transforms, he's going to have plus 65. So that could come in very, very clutch. You have to move forward here, I believe. If you don't move forward here, it's a huge misplay. Don't go for a pull. Don't go for a pull. Don't go for a pull. That's a huge misplay. There's only one move you can do right now. If that fails, I win the match. If that fails, I win the match. Yeah, there you go. So the match is the match is struck. Oh wait, no, it isn't, because he gets to go first next round. Whoops, I forgot. That was very lucky of me to resist. I'm gonna have to say, quite lucky. But yeah, That's this situation could definitely be looking better right now. I don't think I actually have to go for a heal because I can drop a stun. You know what? Yeah, let's drop a stun here. It's gonna look a little weird, dropping a stun on the Crusader rather than going for a heal, but right now he has to somehow save this Musketeer by either going for another pull or moving forward. Specifically moving forward, that would be better. If he wants to go for a kill right now, I get to finish him and then I'm winning the match, because that's a Musketeer down for my Abomination. Honestly, being an Abomination down isn't great, but oh, that's so risky. That's a 45% chance of getting death though. I hate how MooGoblin is playing this match. I absolutely hate it, but you know, whatever floats your boat, I'm just gonna have to say that we are in an absolute dominant position here, because Bounty Hunter's in position 4, you no longer have a shooter. I still have an Abomination which is alive and well. He's gonna stay alive for this round because he's just gonna go, he's actually probably gonna get healed, and then he's gonna go transform Rage and do, oh, an insane amount of damage. There's gonna be a pull right now, and at this point, this pull is just absolutely laughable, because I get to just move back, and that's 1 action out of my 4 for 1 action out of his 3. So that's a wonderful outcome for us. I could go for a double stun on the Crusader, which would be an interesting play, or I could heal this Abomination out of their store, transform, get more 25% damage, and now we're gonna hurt. Actually, yeah, plus 25% damage, look at this. 14 to 26, that's brutal. We roll for 25, that's a Crusader almost at their store. So we have about a Crusader's health bar of advantage right now, and that's just awesome. That's totally awesome. We also have 2 healers in the form of Crusader and Arbol, so this is a really rough spot for MooGoblin to be in. You don't want to be in a character deficit against a team like the World Domination, unless you already have like a few afflictions going. There's actually, wow, really, a stunning blow on the Crusader. That's not what I was expecting. In response to that, I'm just gonna click the save on here. I'm gonna de-transform and go for a stun. I would love to roll for 8. I think it's very unlikely that I do, but if I do, the pressure is insane. The pressure is absolutely insane. Let's not forget to mention that a stunning blow also gets completely countered by the Rallying Flare, or Illuminating Flare, sorry. I don't know, I think Rallying Flare sounds better than Illuminating Flare. Rallying is a really cool word. I think Illuminating Shot is what the Musketeer has right now. I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be a duelist advance on the Bounty Hunter, completely changing the focus of pressure, and also not getting any closer to a kill. So I'm going to have to say this was a very sorry match for MooGoblin. And now none of my characters are at their store just yet, so this just goes to show like how strong WD was and how strong WD is. Let's not forget to mention that I went second, and going second with this team is not something you want any day of the week. You do not want to go second on a team like this, but sometimes things just go right. And if things do go right in the Circus, then it's really nice if you're playing a team like this. There's going to be another pull. In response to this pull, I think that the play right now is just going to be to flare, especially if you put my Crusader in position 3, or I can just drop a Holy Lance and be happy, because killing this Bounty Hunter right now just essentially finishes the match, because Bounty Hunter down. Oh, and the crit too. There is no justice in this world, my peeps. There is absolutely no justice in this world. That Bounty Hunter is down at this store. He's in a spot where he does not want to be, and this Iron Man just doesn't have a chance of killing anyone, because no one's at this store. Even if he drops someone to this store, they're just gonna heal, and this is a situation you never want to be in when you play the Circus. A situation where you feel hopeless. And that's why so many people hate stuns and so many people hate Mark, because against a stress team, at least you still feel like you have a glimmer of hope. Against a team like the WD, you just don't. It kills one of your characters, and then it stuns the other characters, and it has a character advantage, it has a turn advantage, it has an advantage of everything. It just absolutely demolishes teams. The team by Jane Moon is very powerful. It counters a lot of stress teams, but against damage teams, it can still do a very good job. But against something like the WD, not a lot of teams do a good job. This really is an absolute danger. Of course, it has a hard time against dodge because, you know, no accuracy buffs. It has a hard time against regen because no DOT. A team that looks this powerful in some matches will look absolutely powerless in others. But that's just how the Butcher Circus is built. It's built on matchups, and some teams do better against other meta teams, and it's kind of like rock paper scissors, you know, you kind of have to look at it that way. So I hope y'all enjoyed this match, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.